Hello, my name is Suckit, and we are playing Godslapper's Paradise. And first thing I want to do today is we're going to make a beehive. There we go. Now we're going to take that beehive, and we're going to need a pair of shears. And with it we are going to make an advanced oak beehive, and that is the last of our honeycombs. Now we have here one regular bee. It would be nice to find some more. She should come over here, make herself a home, and start producing honeycombs for us, which we can use to make a few more of these beehives. There she is. We'll need to put some bottles in here to collect the liquid honey. Now I do want to upgrade our crafters to the gold and then diamond tier. The main thing is these neural processors are familiar ingredients, but you've got to have them. We will need some obsidian, and that's like the one kind of pinch point that we have right now. So I programmed in gold crafters. The diamond crafters are just a few more neural processors. And full diamond blocks. They are worth it. We're gonna stick with what we have for right now. Now we're gonna go ahead and make a crafting monitor so we can see what's going on when we use the machine here. Come in very handy. We can also cancel jobs from there if we decide that's something we want to do. There we go. We're crafting. We're going to cancel that. Cool. Now I have a few other bees that we've picked up here and there in the world. One that I immediately want to get going in here is Slimy Bee. It'll come out of there and it'll hopefully settle in here. These other ones, we're going to see what we can do with. For now, we're just going to put them in a box. Now, let's see. Let's say we have a green carpenter bee. There it is. What can we do with it? Well, we could breed it with a yellow carpenter bee to get a lumber bee. Don't really need a lumber bee. Now we have a sweat bee. I know we can use that to get like a seat. I know we can use this to get like a freezing bee. But let's see what else. Okay, we could breed it with a lumber bee to get a rancher bee, not a magmatic to get obsidian. Okay. It's obsidian that I'm really looking for. We need another brick nest. Now we'll need more honey than what we got, but that's a start. Hopefully that slimy bee will go right in here. Sure enough. Home sweet home. Now we can poke around the nether until we find one of these, or we could craft an iron sword and craft that with some nether bricks and make one. We will need a honey treat, which will cost us 2 honeycombs and 1 honey block. Slimy bee, you can get slimy combs, which we can process into possibly slime ball and definitely a little bit of liquid honey. Oh, it's another bee. Come here, you. Awesome. Now while we're waiting for the bees to do their thing, we are going to start teaching our system how to make the upgrades for the mechanism machines. In the basic tier, we can make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those. Now we can watch the progress of everything in our crafting monitor. Stuff moves in and out of box. And while those are crafting up, we'll teach it the advanced tier. Now we'll need to teach this thing recipes for infused alloy, and also, let's get some more patterns here. Make a few more. And also for that, for this stuff, which is just control circuits and advanced alloys. We've got a couple of the basics. You can just, like as is, this is the machine, right? You shift click this thing in here. Now it's got 3 slots. We can even like distribute evenly between the slots. And it's faster, it holds more goop, and so it goes. Each increasing tier further upgrades the machine. See, now we got 5 slots, and then 7 slots, and then finally 9 slots. Now we'll burn through our redstone pretty quick in that thing. We want to get more out of it, so we're going to teach our enrichment chamber to make enriched redstone for us. One of these is worth as much of that redstone goop as 8 redstone dust, so you save quite a bit. We can just throw it in here. Whoops. And we can call for like a stack of it. I'll pour the redstone in here. Whoop, we gotta turn the auto sort on. And we should be in good shape. Okay, we got a stack of this stuff now. And not that one, this one. This should fill it up most of the way. With a little bit left over, it should last us for a while. Now while we're at it with the bees here, there's a couple of nether bees that we could get all at the same time. We need a glowstone nest, so we'll need a wooden sword. Right? There are different kinds of swords to make all of these things. We're also gonna want a crystal. Double L? I think double L. Yeah. So the quartz nest, we can make quartz in netherrack with 8 netherrack, or 8 quartz in a netherrack, and then we can go ahead and make an iron sword. And we got another nest. The other one I was kind of thinking about are the ghastlies. Maybe they're not called ghastlies. Are they called ghostly? They're called ghostly. Okay, yeah, soul sand nest. That'll be another wooden sword. We'll need some planks. Now I went ahead and I made an oak expansion box. This is just honeycomb and some planks. That'll give us 4 upgrade slots and will also allow this thing to hold 2 more bees. Now I haven't lit this up yet. There's a mega torch keeping it all safe, but it occurs to me that while it's dark, we should put another beehive down and see if we can get skeletal or zombie bees. Now those appear at night, so we'll have to get some stuff going down here. One of the things that I'll want to work towards soon is a digital miner. This has all kinds of fun components, 2 of which we can craft right now. The steel casing and the basic control circuit. Now we also have logistical sorters. These are, not too bad, and it would be a good idea to teach the system pistons anyway, right? Right. Now another thing that we're going to need are these teleportation cores. They're not too bad in and of themselves, but we've got this atomic alloy that we have to deal with, and for that we need refined obsidian, and that's why we're getting into the bees in the first place. Now the central item, Robert, you could give him energy, he'll follow you around, pick stuff up. Uses a couple things. The energy tablet, I don't think we've seen before. That's the mechanism conceit for something that takes this energy with us. And we got a personal chest that can be keyed to the player. Now on our way to refined obsidian, we are going to need some enriched diamond. So let's see where it is. Here it is, yeah. And again, this will get us 8 regular diamonds worth when we put it into an infuser. I made another one up here for it. I only made 16 of these, but that'll get us, 2 stacks worth, so that'll be good. The main use of this stuff is reinforced alloy and refined obsidian dust. Now the next thing I want to do is switch gears a little bit. I want to make a solar generator, and I want to make a bunch of solar panels, because we're going to be putting something outside that we're going to need to power. And that is going to be another kind of pump. We made the create pump last time. This time we got ranged pumps. I don't think that's what we want. I'm looking for the pump from Mechanism. It's got, yeah, the electric pump. This thing's pretty cool. Okay, we have a couple. 16 to be exact. I'd like to have more, but it's starting to stretch on. And the bees we get this way will be more bees we have to get honey from. Right? Right. So we just need to make a little hidey hole in here. That ought to do nicely. And we're gonna put these nests down. And it's the same idea for the nests in the overworld and nests in the end. Now these have, there's another beanfo that you can get into a GUI. You see, this takes a long time. 1200 seconds. With another 3 each, we can cut that down to 860 seconds. You can see why I wanted multiple honey trees. It's still gonna be a while. Alright, just about done. We'll have access to way more honey for treats very soon. Come on. And let's go back home. Now, a lot of these bees, they do not use flowers to pollinate with. So what we need to do is we could put blocks down in the world, like for instance the crystalline bee, wherever it is, we'll use a quartz block, and you can see all this in JI. We'll bring up the crystalline bee. We can see for flowering, it wants a block of some variety of quartz. So we'd have to have a block of quartz placed down, or we could have it on a feeding slab. And we can put, the advantage to that is you can put 3 blocks on the slab. Alright, and we'll get back to the pump. Come in here, we're gonna put another beehive down. Any zombies? Nope, not yet. Another expansion box. We're gonna put some of these feeding slabs down. They have a GUI. We can put 3 on like so. And then these bees will fertilize. And then they'll produce combs, which you can get cool resources out of. We can get glowstone now. We can get, I think, magma cream. All sorts of things that we need. Also, these bees are going to be really useful for breeding. Now, as a quest reward, we got an iron bee spawn egg. That's very handy. We can do all kinds of things with the iron bee. We're going to want to breed it. We're going to want to make freebies. We're going to want all the things. Now, just for the time being, we're going to hook some pipes up underneath the hives to an ender chest so that we can pump stuff into our system. We're going to need a bunch of honeycombs. We'll set it up for auto-processing in a little bit. Now, speaking of processing, we are going to want to teach this thing how to make a centrifuge. It's basically a cauldron and a grindstone. We're going to make 4 of these things. It'll be good to have a good amount of them. I think we're actually going to run them maybe back here. Well, we'll figure it out. So we've got an ashy mining bee in here. And we've got a couple of other nests. But it's the ashy mining bee we're interested in. That and the crystalline bee will get us an iron bee and also several other bees, like copper and so on. Let's see what we get. We got a tin bee. Now I haven't forgotten about the pump. I'm not super sure how it works. Let's put it in the water, maybe? The water logs. Alright. Let's see what happens if we put the solar generator on top of it. Not getting any power, or at least it doesn't seem like it is. This thing sure is doing alright. Maybe that's the power over there. Let's see. What happens if we put a solar generator? Where's the generator? No idea where it went. So let's try here. And we'll need our pipe wrench. Yeah, okay. And it's getting water. What we should be able to do is pop an ender tank out here. We'll want to dye it blue. Oh, we did get a zombie. That's cool. And I think I see a skelebee. Yep. Awesome. So now that we've got 2 iron bees, we've gotten real lucky. We're gonna set up to process. Power will do nothing for these. We need the powered centrifuges. I forgot. So let's see what's all involved there. Yeah, powered centrifuges. Okay, very cool. Here we go. Now power should do something for these. Should. Alright, I'm just gonna assume these are powered. Oh, they're already working. What we, I don't know how, but it's definitely already getting combs in. That's weird. I wonder how it's doing that. I was gonna dye it orange. Alright, we'll go ahead and make this one orange also. I don't know, maybe we just ended up, maybe we just had a bunch in a non-existent white inventory to sort of key to the player and not manifest anywhere in the overworld. Pretty weird. Anyway, what we got over here. This is taking, these are all full right now because stuff's got nowhere to go. But this is bringing the honeycombs in from the bee area. They're coming in here and they're processing. The liquid honey is going to go into the tank, and these can fill up with honey, it's fine. We're going to set up to get the items out with another ender chest on the white so that we'll have everything going into the storage drawers. Next thing I want to think about is upgrading our ore processing, right? Oh wait, actually, before we do anything else, let's take another look at what it will take to make an obsidian bee. Okay, so a sweat bee and a magmatic bee. We have both of those. We should do that right now. There we go. One obsidian bee. Come here, you. Come here. Hey, we got a nomad bee. Spawned in the nest of the ashy mining bee. That's where you get those. So we mostly get dusts from the bees, but program recipes into the system to process it when we need it. So hopefully we won't be in such dire straits with like iron all the time. There's plenty more bees we can make. Now we're getting double ore right now. We can do better. We're gonna make ourselves a crusher. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. Oh wait, we already have a recipe for that. We just need lava. And this will already be in the configuration we want it. We want a crusher. And we want a purification chamber. I think this uses... yeah, this uses an enrichment chamber in its recipe. We'll go ahead and make that. Now this is gonna need something a little extra. It's gonna need oxygen. We're gonna get oxygen by running some water through an electrolytic separator, which is not that hard to make, but we are gonna probably need more than one of them, so might as well code it in. We're also gonna need recipes for osmium dust. We can do that in the crusher. We're gonna need gold dust. And once we get the relevant bees, we'll be able to stop, oh, this thing's gonna be making glass for a while. So once we get the relevant bees, we'll be getting the dust just from them. We can remove those recipes. Speaking of bees, we have a skeleton bee here that we don't really need for anything. So we're going to give it a wither rose and turn it into a withered bee. I think we'll have to bring another wither rose out for it to fertilize from, pollinate from. We'll want to put it on a feeding slab so it doesn't, kill all the bees. Okay, nomad bee's about to grow up. And we're going to let the other one grow up. But that one should have... yeah, this... I can't see them... where is it? The blazing bee. Wonderful. Another very useful bee that you can breed up from a nomad bee and a reed bee is the silicon bee. There you are. I think we finally have our separator. Whoops. Here it is. Awesome. Now we're going to put this right here. We're going to need some fluid pipes. Now as we fill this thing up with water, it's going to give us hydrogen and it's going to give us oxygen. We want the oxygen to output to that side. We're looking at gas. We should look at gases. Yep. Okay, very good. Now, we're going to want a couple of gas pipes. And these are much like the other ones, except they use the advanced alloy from mechanism. So we're going to make those. Here we go. And while those are cooking, we're going to set this thing to dump excess so that it doesn't stop making oxygen when it's full of hydrogen. Alright. Now this buffer will fill up with oxygen. And we're going to want an item pipe and a chest, because this will This is our ore tripling system. This thing will fill up with oxygen. Oh well, you'll see how the rest of it goes. So let's see, we got a bunch of ore lying around. We got all these different kinds. They should all work. The purification chamber will use the oxygen to make clumps. We'll have to set this to auto eject. Probably the same here. This will turn the clump into dirty dust. This will turn the dirty dust into clean dust. This will smelt the clean dust up into the ink. So you get 3 clumps or whatever for each run through the purification chamber. Pretty good. So now that we've got that obsidian coming in, we're going to want another infuser set up. So we can take the obsidian dust that we're getting along and put it in our diamond dedicated infuser, which I think is right here. Yeah. Oh, we've already done that. Okay, so the refined obsidian dust, we will use an enrichment chamber to get enriched obsidian. Okay, we got just a little bit of enriched obsidian. Should be enough to make the atomic alloy that we'll need for the digital miner. Let's see if we have everything. No, we're short osmium. And I think we're gonna call a halt there, folks. We got a lot done today. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.